Many people can speak words of wisdom. Some can inspire massive crowds. But only one man ever spoke to the wind, and the wind actually obeyed. In the stories of Jesus, we often focus on his healing of the sick or his teachings. But there are these incredible moments where he doesn't just interact with people. He commands nature itself. These are the moments when creation seems to recognize its creator. One evening, Jesus and his disciples were crossing the Sea of Galilee. As they sailed, a violent squall came up, and the waves were crashing over the boat, threatening to sink it. The disciples, many of them experienced fishermen, were terrified. But Jesus was in the back, sound asleep on a cushion. They woke him up, frantic, shouting, "Teacher, don't you care if we drown?" Jesus got up, looked at the chaos, and simply said to the wind and the waves, "Peace, be still." Instantly, the wind died down, and the sea became completely calm. The disciples, stunned and soaked, whispered to each other in total awe, "Who is this, that even the wind and the waves obey him?" On another night, the disciples were out on the sea again, this time alone. They were struggling, rowing hard because the wind was against them. Sometime between 3 and 6 in the morning, they looked out and saw a figure walking toward them on the water. They were terrified, thinking it was a ghost. But Jesus immediately called out to them, "Take courage. It is I, don't be afraid." Peter, ever the impulsive one, said, "Lord, if it's you, tell me to come to you on the water." And Jesus said, "Come." So Peter got out of the boat, and for a moment, he actually walked on the water toward Jesus. But then he saw the wind and the waves, got scared, and began to sink, crying out, "Lord, save me!" Immediately Jesus reached out his hand and caught him. When they climbed into the boat, the wind stopped. The disciples, seeing all this, fell down and worshipped him, saying, "Truly, you are the Son of God." Then there was the time a massive crowd of over 5,000 men, not including women and children, followed Jesus to a remote place. As evening approached, the disciples suggested sending the people away to find food. But Jesus said, "They do not need to go away. You give them something to eat." All they had were 5 small barley loaves and 2 fish. It was nothing for such a huge crowd. But Jesus took the food, looked up to heaven, gave thanks, and broke it. He gave the pieces to the disciples to distribute. Miraculously, everyone ate and everyone was satisfied. Afterward, when they gathered the leftovers, they filled 12 baskets. Jesus showed that in his hands, what seems impossibly small is always more than enough. In a similar event, another huge crowd, this time of 4,000, had been with Jesus for 3 days and had run out of food. Jesus felt compassion for them. His disciples asked, "Where could we get enough bread in this remote place to feed such a crowd?" This time, they had 7 loaves and a few small fish. Again, Jesus gave thanks, broke the bread, and the disciples served the people. Everyone ate and was filled. When they collected the leftovers, they filled 7 large baskets. Creation, in the form of a few loaves and fish, once again responded to his command, multiplying to meet the need. Let's not forget the fishermen. After a long, fruitless night of fishing, Simon Peter and his partners had caught nothing. They were exhausted and washing their nets. Jesus got into one of the boats, and after teaching the crowds from the water, he turned to Peter and said, "Put out into deep water and let down the nets for a catch." Peter was skeptical. "Master, we've worked hard all night and haven't caught anything. But because you say so, I will let down the nets." They did, and they caught such a large number of fish that their nets began to break. They had to signal their partners in the other boat to help. Both boats were so full they began to sink. When Peter saw this, he fell at Jesus' feet and said, "Go away from me, Lord. I am a sinful man." But Jesus replied, "Don't be afraid. From now on you will fish for people." There was also the strange story of the fig tree. One morning, as Jesus was walking, he was hungry and approached a fig tree. But it had leaves and no fruit. He spoke directly to the tree, saying, "May no one ever eat fruit from you again." The next day, as they passed by, the disciples saw the same fig tree, withered from the roots up. They were amazed. Jesus used this moment to teach them about faith, saying, "If you have faith and do not doubt, If you say to this mountain, "Go, throw yourself into the sea," it will be done. If you believe, you will receive whatever you ask for in prayer. Even the smallest details of nature seem to align with his will. When the collectors of the temple tax came to Peter and asked if his teacher paid the tax, Jesus provided in a truly unique way. He told Peter, "Go to the lake and throw out your line. Take the first fish you catch. Open its mouth, and you will find a 4-drachma coin. Take it and give it to them for my tax and yours." And that's exactly what happened. Even a fish in the sea delivered the precise amount of money needed, right on cue. These miracles over nature-calming storms, walking on water, multiplying food, commanding fish, and withering a tree weren't just random displays of power. They were signs revealing a profound truth. The one who can calm a raging sea is the only one who can bring peace to a troubled heart. The one who can multiply bread for thousands is the one who can provide for all our deepest needs. Jesus wasn't fighting against nature. In these moments, nature was simply recognizing its master. If these stories moved you, remember, the same power that calmed the storm and fed the thousands is still at work today. If this video brought you some hope, please give it a like and subscribe for our next episode, where we explore an even greater power, Jesus raising the dead. Don't forget to share this message with someone who might need it. Thanks for watching.